one thing that's different is that I've changed the camera level so it's more in line with my face, and no, that's the only change. There's no second change. Now, what I want to talk about today is nationalism and socialism. Not nationalism as in I've used the wrong word, sorry. Nationalisation, not nationalism, sorry. The difference between nationalisation and socialism. Now, this is mainly for the Americans of you. If you're American, you probably like this guy called Bernie Sanders, who proclaims to be a socialist, the one working for all the American working class, the socialist to put everything back and right in the federalist republic that you live in, and we're going to model ourselves off other socialist countries in the world, such as what's that one? The Nordic countries. We're going to model ourselves off the Nordic countries, and we're going to bring America into the socialist age. Of course, if you're anywhere but in America, you'll know that this isn't actually socialism. The Nordic countries are not socialist in any way. They have welfare. They have a welfare state that doesn't make it socialist. Same with Britain. Britain has a welfare state, yes, imposed by a socialist party at the time, but it doesn't make Britain socialist. You know, currently we have a capitalist, albeit centralist, government in place, the Conservative Party. But it does just because there's a welfare system does not inherently make that country socialist. And this is what the Americans, in particular their representative for socialism, Bernie Sanders, is getting wrong. See, socialism is the idea that the workers have the power, obviously, and they have these little things, these councils, or the Russian word Soviet has caught on quite well. So you have these Soviets dotted about the place in form of local government, and they decide what they want to make, what they want to do, what their price is going to be. And this isn't communism, this is socialism as we know it, not the utopian thing that we're all hoping for, or that we should be all hoping for. But that's for another topic. Anyway, so you have these little Soviets, and they decide within them what they're going to make, what their prices are going to be, who does what, etc. That's socialism. Socialism is people working for each other, although there's still that sort of economic capitalist element of wage. And that's all well and fine, but it's not nationalisation. Nationalisation would happen anyway, but Britain has nationalised her healthcare system, but there's no Soviets deciding what's going on in that healthcare system. It's still the state, it's still the ruling elite that decide what goes on with the welfare. You know, the prime example of this is Bismarck in the 1870s, when he decided to put in welfare, funnily enough, to stop the socialists getting into power. See, so even then, the most imperialistic country, Germany at the time, is putting in a welfare state to stop socialism. I'm not saying that welfare states aren't socialistic, but they're certainly not socialist, as Bernie Sanders would have you believe. So what have we learnt today? We've learnt that Bernie Sanders is advocating for welfare state, not socialism. Socialism is based off, I've put it very simply, socialism is councils of people deciding what they want, when they want, who they want, how they want. And state control of a welfare system does not necessarily mean that that state or that nation is socialist. It just means there's a welfare state. So yeah, that's it. Thank you.